The year is 2012. The world is coming to an end, or so they say. But the NHL still has a draft to do. Welcome back, hockey fans. Welcome in if this is your first time to the channel. I'm Josh. This is the Hockey Flow, and today it's Tuesday, June 28th, 2022. That's right, hope you got your time machines ready because we're going to hop right into those. All on Today in Hockey, we got a redraft. That's right, redraft alert. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Very excited for that. All courtesy of The Athletic. We're going to get to that in just a moment. First, we got to get through Today in Hockey history. Then we got to get through headlines. Then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes. And I tell you what, a lot of fun tonight. Went through and spent a lot of time putting a couple charts together for us to look at, so stick around. But let's get right into it, shall we? I know, before I forget, if you do enjoy the content, like the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, especially as we're just getting started. We're going to keep bringing you videos every day, especially during the off season. Lots to talk about. Want to make sure you never miss a beat, right? But all right, Today in Hockey history. We got a fun one on June 28th. That would be today. Back in 1964, the Canadiens acquired Tendy Ken Dryden, and Dryden would go on to win 6 cups. Absolutely amazing. Tell you what, Habs fans, you guys should be very, very happy with that selection. Absolutely. But all right, let's move right into it. Headlines. First and foremost, Tampa Bay Lightning, customary after you lose, we get to hear what the injuries were. And Braden Point, it turned out he had a torn quad. My goodness, he should be ready for the start of the season, but my goodness, he absolutely had that's a pretty devastating injury. He said he tried to skate through it, but just couldn't do it. Sometimes he said he can, but couldn't be at 100% and effective in what he needed to be in the Stanley Cup Finals. So absolutely understand it. Other piece of news we had today: IIHF, the World Junior Championships. They announced the schedule. They finally officially announced the dates. We're looking at an August 20th championship game. So mark it on the calendar. August 20th will be the championship game. You bet your butt we're going to be covering that. We'll be going into predictions and we'll cover scores, all that fun stuff. Excellent tournament. But all right, meat and potatoes, this is the fun stuff. Like I said, we're hopping in our time machines. We're going back to 2012, and this is all thanks to The Athletic and the wonderful Corey Pronman. My goodness, his coverage of not just this draft, but previous drafts is just excellent, so definitely check him out. I'll leave the link down in the description for the full article, because I tell you what, this doesn't do it justice in the slightest. Mr. Pronman went ahead and he broke down every single pick in his redraft and talked about them then and them now. So I'm not going to go through all that. We could be here all night, but definitely check that one out if you're interested. I love these redrafts, and let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy this. Let me know for sure, because we'll keep doing them. There are redraft articles all over, and I love looking at them, and I love revisiting history. So let's get right into it, shall we? So original 2012 draft. Now, Oilers fans, this one hurts, right? This one's tough. We've just had some really bad luck drafting European players and them not really panning out over here recently, and this was a big case in point. 2012, as you can see, I put that in red. Are you kidding me? Now, at the time, of course, this is all hindsight, right? We're 10 years ago. Like I said, the world was potentially ending, and again, glad that didn't happen. But at the time, Yakupov he was our guy, right? He was gonna be the second coming. He did dominate the youth ranks, had that speed and finishing ability, but the work ethic and everything just didn't show up in the NHL. So unfortunately, that did not pan out. But the other side of the coin is picks 1 through 4, right? It doesn't seem like any of those really panned out for what they are, right? For the value. You know, we still have some okay NHLers in there. Ryan Murray, I believe he just won a cup with the Avs, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comments. Absolutely, maybe thinking of someone else. But overall, this draft was kind of thin, right? Like it's not really an overall deep draft. We don't see a lot of green for good pick, in my opinion, from the original 2012 draft. We do have some good NHLers in there, right? Morgan Riley, the Leafs got it right. The Ducks, I feel like they got it right. You know, Hampus Lindholm isn't on the team now, but yeah, he did bring them an asset at the deadline this past season. And he did do excellent in his in his early 20s. Matt Dumba, same thing for the Wild. He's an excellent defender. I'm a big fan of his. Philip Forsberg, of course, the pending free agent. You know, let's let me know in the comments, Pred fans. Do you think Forsberg's coming back, or is he going somewhere else? And then we do see Tom Wilson, Thomas Hertl, Teo Teravainen, and there's the big one right there, Vasi himself, Andrei Vasilevsky. That's right. This is the Vasi draft, and if if we look over, moving on to Corey Pronman's 2012 redraft, again, like I said, with the original, some teams did well, right? So with some of these teams, some things maybe we didn't need to alter, but to be quite honest, this draft, again, the top of the draft was just not very good, and with how players panned out. So first and foremost, Edmonton Oilers, we're set, right? We got Vasi, arguably the best goalkeeper in the league right now. Igor fans, I know, let me hear it in the comments, but Vasi has been dominant for a long time now, and if I'm the Edmonton Oilers and I were able to secure Vasi, things would probably be different. Now, I get it too, depending on how this draft goes, maybe we don't get McDavid, Draisaitl, stuff like that. So hindsight's 20/20 in those ways. I don't want to trade either of those players away for Vasi by no means. But if we say that this doesn't alter anything else, no butterfly effect, if you will, Andrei Vasilevsky, I would absolutely love to have him in between the pipes. Now, the other thing, Hurdle with Barzal, that's the other one I pointed out. We see a lot of really good picks. I really like what Corey Pronman did, but that one really stood out to me just because of the way Tomas Hurdle plays and that physicality, and that is something it feels like the Islanders really, Barzal is a very good player. He's an outstanding player. Didn't have the greatest season this year, right? But a lot of that is who he's surrounded by, and the Islander team did play well, and the product of that system, right, the Trotz system. But can you imagine Tomas Hurdle and Barzal, maybe even on the same line? You could play 1-2 center, but man, I picture Tomas Hurdle in the center, Barzal on the left wing on that power play. My goodness, I'm salivating. I tell you what, Philip Forsberg on the Islanders, I still say, I've been saying that for a while, it would be a really neat fit. But the other one that stood out to me, the other big one, was Adam Pelech, the Islander defender, all the way down at 22 to the Penguins. I tell you what, maybe I'm just a bigger fan than others in that regard, but in this draft where we're seeing Josh Anderson at 20, Colton Parayko at 12, I get it, and especially Hut fans right now, NHL 22 fans, you get it. Parayko's a beast right now in that game, but in real life, I think I might be taking Pelech over Parayko, and This doesn't say it, but the other thing that really stood out to me with Mr. Pronman's redraft were the number of picks that were so far out in the original draft. Look at all these 120, 130, 150, 156, 163. Are you kidding me? So good for these guys that they were able to materialize. But the article does do a great job in talking about how this 2012 class is a perfect example of how we get it right, how we get it wrong. It's kind of all a crapshoot, right? Predicting these players' success. And that's it right there, right? We've got the juxtaposition. Yakupov at number 1 overall doesn't make it, and then we have Jacob Slavin 120th and going second in the redraft, and he's an excellent NHL player right now. So overall, I love doing these. So this was a fun redraft again. Thank you, Mr. Pronman, for doing this. The Athletic, we'll do them again. Let me know in the comments what stands out to you for this 2012 redraft. Anything absolutely in particular on this puppy? But yeah, that's going to do it for the video today. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you guys for sticking around. If you've made it this far, we are doing a giveaway at the channel. Once we hit that 100 subscriber mark, we're going to be giving away a gift card. $100 is going to one of you guys to NHLshop.com so you can get something from your favorite team. Just a way for me to say thank you because I appreciate it. Been so much fun so far, and I look forward to the adventures that we're going to have. Until tomorrow, cheers.